These new tires again for my bike. The other ones had one flat, and I couldn't really find the spot where it was damaged, so I just at the same time thought that I'll try the new ones. These have also max pressure 2.4 bars. They are bigger, like the profile. The last one were like a lower profile, so smaller tires. These have some better maybe pattern, so they might be better on wet tarmac, and yeah, I thought that these are maybe better suited for my use, but now testing them, and like in the other video we started here, now more traffic, but trying to listen how it goes, like without any power on the bike, like just rolling around. And the first feeling is that the corners don't go so tight, like not so powerful in the turn, like the other ones, like really grip the tarmac and turn. These are more normal, and I used only 2.2 bar pressure to make the travel more comfortable, because with 2.4 the others you could like here hear the pumps and feel in your ass, but the suspension takes care of most of it, but you really can hear the rattle and stuff, and I think my stand is getting loose. Here testing how far does it roll from full speed, and as you can see the other video with the other street tires in comparison, I don't know, not much difference until the end. You need to see, not much, but I think it's a bit about the profile. Like you have the lower profile, the actual speed shown is not, maybe might have 1 km/h lower speed, and then just doesn't roll so far. You can see here, like I passed the bus stop, and on the other one it's not going there, so only like maybe 20-meter difference, but still a little bit. Here testing a bit on the sand, like normal sand. It goes quite well on this, like doesn't have too much loose gravel or sand. But for you, I went to test on little worse place, and when there's loose sand, it slips. I don't know if it slips more because of the high pressure, or with the not having the knobby tire style, but maybe not in this one. You can hear later that the slipping sound, the motor makes weird sound, like when the tire slips a bit. And this hill I went up with full speed and barely made it, so it was okay. I don't know if I would have done better with less pressure. And but with these ones I don't fear on the sand and a bit loose gravel, like with the other street tires. It was like a feeling of losing control in little corners and stuff. You need to be smart, of course, like if you have a loose sand on tarmac, you don't go into corners fast. You really need to be careful with that, but like here it didn't even accelerate on the sand to full speed, and of course I couldn't make the hill. So on tarmac I would have got easily up, and so maybe the knobby tires do something. And here making a little range test again for you, just to test 25 kilometers per hour like the other range test, so there's something to compare. And we're approaching the big hill, downhill, on my way to work, and here already like no gas at all, and here was the place where first bar went with the original tires, still full bars. I know it doesn't say anything, the temperature is different now, it's more cold, so it's even worse for the battery, but makes a bit of comparison on the way. At the end you see what's the difference, and I think it's the feeling of not hearing the whoosh from the knobby tires is the best thing. I guess it rolls really smooth, but at the end with the higher pressure, like I said, you hear all the rattle, even in small bounces, and the stand of the bike, I think it's getting loose because I've tightened it, and I think I need to figure something out because that makes a lot of noise on every bump. And yeah, it's a misty morning, quite cold, I think here +10, and on the other test it was like maybe +15 if I remember right, and that does make a big difference, +5 difference. It's your battery and the speed, like at first the speed is good, but then the battery starts to lose power. I don't know what happens, but I guess that's the like the way that batteries do in heat and in cold. Okay, here went the first battery bar, and that was 3 kilometers more than with the original tires. And the bars go on, of course, like on the big hills, and if I would stop and turn off the power, then maybe I would get some back. And here I arrive at work, about 40 kilometers, going back, same familiar places from my other videos. And I think last time I was worried if I can get home. Now with these tires, not worried at all. Here was already 1 bar with the last tires that I used, and I'm sorry, but I had to stop at the supermarket, so it wasn't completely the same route, half a kilometer less about, but at the end you can see like I really had about the same distance and same elevation and about the same average speed, and still had like 1 bar to use. Like last time was like, okay, this is going to be 0 soon, but with this tire I had maybe 15 kilometers more to go, 10 kilometers at least, but I think 15 would be quite close to get to the same feeling as before. So the tires do matter, really do matter. So now with the little pedaling uphill, 100 kilometers would be easy. And here you can see I didn't have the trip meter resetted, but I've already done over 1,000 kilometers, so coming up soon the 1,000 kilometer review, hopefully really soon. And here is another road to work, going a bit faster, and you see at the end that usually it was like a 1 bar in battery when I got to work with this speed, and yeah, now a bit more, and I think it's really making a difference in faster speeds, lower speeds. And when it was warm, I charged with my new charger, and when it was warm, it's the battery lasts even better. Again, that morning was like a +12, +10, really cold summer mornings, but coming back 24, so the battery lasted better, had 1 bar more, and I think I could have driven back with the lower speed quite easily. I do like these tires. I think they go a bit faster, at least downhill. I have the possibility to go faster. They don't slow me down. They roll faster. They are more silent. They're smooth. Yeah. From these tires, I would choose the latest ones on the left, and if I would be shorter, I would choose the right ones maybe. They do feel like they might be really slippy on wet tarmac, and like somebody said in the comments, when there's maybe leaves on the tarmac, then they slip, and they're really horrible on the loose sand. So only if you live in some warm place and drive on tarmac, I would use those. Then for the city, I would change for these if there's sometimes worse conditions. I still don't know if the rain does any difference with these. It might be that these are not so good for the wet tarmac either, but let's see in the future. These have a bit more like a possibility for better quality on the wet and rainy. So these are better for me than the originals, and they're more silent, a lot more silent as the other street tires. Max bar is the same as the other street tires, 2.4 compared to the original 1.4. Rolls without resistance. I think it's the pattern and the air pressure, and has the same profile as the original, so it's not lower profile as the other street tire we tested. And it feels safer, and I'm in more control than the original on tarmac. The other street tire had even more to take a sharp corner and stuff, but I think these feel better for me. And it's better for tall person like me, because the other street tires were lower profile, and then the bike were just a bit lower, but was considerably lower for me as a 190 centimeter person. And I would say that the attributes for sand and wet are better than the other tested street tire. So at the moment I would buy these when I get the bike, if I don't drive in the mud and sand and stuff like that. Yeah, these are the choice at the moment. Let's see in the future. Probably you might have tested better tires and think these are shit, but these feel good for the price. Oh, and maybe the biggest thing, 20 to 15%, maybe even 20% more range than the knobby tires. So if you want more range from your battery, yeah, these or something like these are the choice, really. And for the price, I think it was something like 30 plus. They change all the time in AliExpress, but I ordered from there. They were squashed quite badly, but then when I got them on the rim and started to put more air on the inner tube, they found the place, and yeah, they fit now perfectly. I've driven maybe 200 kilometers with them with no problems at all. So yeah, good choice for me. Maybe for you too, you could consider. Not bad tires at all. And if you have experience of these tires or some other tires, you could leave a comment and share with us, if something is better, or if these have, like somebody on the last tire test video said that they had experience that they are bad on wet and on leaves on road. So I think these might have some qualities like that, so let us know, and see you on the next video. Hopefully it's coming quite soon, because the 1000 kilometers is already gone. Yeah, see you.